one is born a sinner. You have to work hard to achieve success.
Blood, Guts, and Goreness make up the sequel to the 2016 hit Doom. It's gotten the Game of the Year nomination, and it's well deserved, but while this iteration is a fun, twisted, chaotic bullet spree, it does have me scratching my head at certain designs. This review is brought to you by associate producer Dark Jaco. Thank you for all your support. The gameplay starts simple: shoot demons and punch them when they're staggered to regain health. When you inevitably run out of ammunition, tear into your enemies with a chainsaw to reload. Don't ask me how that works because I'm a bit scared to find out myself. All the weapons are badass and pack quite the punch. And the best parts about the weapon design are the mods. Each mod takes the weapon you're using and really lets you play more towards your playstyle. The shotgun gives me sticky bombs, and the assault rifle lets me zoom down the scope to get that juicy headshot. They add a variety to the game that's well needed for replayability. You also get the Flame Belch ability, which lights demons on fire and makes them drop armor. Again, please don't ask. I'll admit, it took a while to remember that I even had this ability. With the chaos that's going on in the game, I was more worried about killing the demons dead rather than trying to get some more armor. The game offers more progression and collectibles around every corner, encouraging you to explore everywhere for its secrets. This is done at a refreshing pace, so you do feel like you're getting stronger as you go. The runes, weapon points, and praetor points are another way to customize how you play, but while they're cool, by the end of the game I had more points than I really needed, and all of the runes had been unlocked, and you can only have 3 equipped at one time. I'm generally not a big fan of this approach in games. It kind of defeats the purpose of making a choice to begin with if you end up with everything at the end of the game anyways. If you're gonna have branching customization, make sure it actually matters. The arcade-style run-and-gun combat does a good job at standing apart from other shooters. Where many FPS games focus on taking cover, Doom Eternal takes the up-close-and-personal approach. You're encouraged to bloody the demons up with gunfire, then go in for the final punch while they're staggered. Not only killing them, but regaining health, which is important because your life is constantly in flux amidst the chaos. The platforming sections of the game didn't really feel like they belonged. The jumping feels stiff and restrained, and sometimes grabbing the ledge didn't feel as responsive as it should have. While dashing and shooting often felt graceful and fluid, the jumping sections felt chunky, floaty, and imprecise. I think the game would have honestly been better and more focused without them. My last gripe about the game was the several times I died due to events outside my control, whether it was getting stuck on something I shouldn't be stuck on, or an enemy from across the screen ground pounding me into a wall that I couldn't escape from. I noticed that a lot of the areas that were smaller and tighter, the enemy's abilities were more annoying than interesting. Many times bigger demons would end up blocking the path and killing me from out of nowhere. Dying due to a lack of control sucks. If I had made a mistake or wasn't playing how I was supposed to, it'd be fine, but the sheer amount of random instant deaths I had definitely lowered my overall enjoyment of its design. However, I will say that the more wide open areas didn't have this problem at all, and were often very enjoyable combats. For replayability purposes, that's going to be up to you. I can't see myself going through the same levels again and again, especially because of the platforming puzzle sections that remain the same. If it had been more of just a straight up shooting gallery like Destiny, I could see the appeal. Playing with different weapon mods, or at least a different difficulty, might be right up your alley. The narrative is as deep as Doom Guy's personality. While the game throws dozens of lore bits at you throughout the game, I didn't really care. I wasn't here to read a short novella, I was here to slay some motherfucking demons. The main story beats are fortunately enough very lighthearted and loose. Basically it boils down to kill the Hell Priest to save what's left of Earth, and somehow that involves blowing a massive hole into Mars. Awesome, enough said.
You can't just shoot a hole into the surface of Mars.
The portal is ready.
There's plenty of Easter eggs from previous Doom games to find, and if you are a diehard Doom fan interested in the story, I'm sure you won't be disappointed. I didn't really form any attachments to the characters, including Doom Guy. I think the best narrative moments of the game are when you come across the humans who are absolutely terrified of you. The art style is really great. Gothic settings and cities get a nice coating of hell painted over it. Its bloody and demonic atmosphere really make the setting feel unique and cohesive. The demons all look and move really well, and the killing animations for them are wonderfully fluid and gory. The attention to detail is there as well, from the stretches you can see off in the distance to the little things you can spot in Doomguy's chambers. This attention to detail really helped the levels feel unique, and helped me swallow the crazy amount of disbelief happening in the narrative. The music is the all-star of Doom Eternal. Mick Gordon's music does a stand-up job keeping me pumped through the whole game. The level of energy and demonic atmosphere complements the insane over-the-top combat happening on the screen. Each track made me feel like everything I was doing was badass and legendary. With my shotgun and juicy soundtrack to listen to, I was unstoppable. The sound effects are on key too. All the alerts were understandable, helping me with my timing for shots. Although I'll say most of the demon grunting sounded familiar, but what can I say, they're demons. Overall, this game is really good. It's an above-average experience that stands out for its unique art, music, and arcade-style shooting. The platforming, however, was really something that did not work for me. It felt clunky and unresponsive, a great contrast to the rest of the experience. And sometimes the enclosed arenas didn't feel like they were designed with run and gun in mind, leaving me visibly frustrated with deaths that came out of nowhere. So with all that in mind, Doom Eternal gets a 7 out of 10. I think without the platforming sections, I'd give this game an 8 or even a 9. Streamlining your core gameplay loop is key, and I didn't find the stiff jumping to be that engaging. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you've played Doom Eternal, tell me down in the comments below your opinion of the game, and also tell me whether you like the 2016 Doom or Eternal better. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time guys, this is Game Ghost, happy gaming.